Aloha guys, aloha, mahalo for joining us this morning here. I'm here in Washington State. Um, can't wait to get back to my ranch, get back to the island. Uh, Too cold here. So today I'm gonna talk about the crazy stuff going on with about this on and off tariffs, um, stock market, and um, ICE and everything. I know we are non-immigrants as FSM citizens, um, but here's the thing. Um, there's really nothing we can do besides, make sure your passport is current, you have your I-94, and, try to get a real ID. Um, so yeah, real ID is another topic that I want to talk a little bit about because I think people are kind of confused, especially here in the state of Washington. Um, yeah, because in other states, it is pretty simple. You have the standard ID, you have the real ID, and then you have the enhanced ID. Um, but here in Washington State, there's only the standard and then the enhanced ID. Um, as far as I know, so far, there's no such thing as real ID, or yeah. Um, so what real ID and what a standard ID? The standard ID is the ID that's not real ID compliance. So remember, you guys, there's a law that was passed by Congress and signed by, I believe it was Trump. I was the Trump at his first term. He signed that law or that bill into law. And so I actually met with our representative from here, here in our town, Reeves, and that was the first time she ran for office. And so, me and her and my wife, we went to a coffee shop here in town, and we talk about us as a people, the Pacifica people, and also about the real ID. I was trying to explain it to her, but I know she didn't really know us, or but at that point, so I was trying to explain it to her, that Washington State doesn't provide the ID, or the ID that was in compliance with the law that was just at that point, it was recently signed into law, so it became a real ID law. So I was telling her that Washington State has no Washington State has not come up with an ID to be that is in compliance with the real ID law. They only have, as I told her, they only have the enhanced ID, and the enhanced ID, we're not eligible for it because that's only for U.S. citizens. That's why it says enhanced. I think it's helpful for U.S. citizens that that they want to go into Mexico or they want to go into Canada. Um, yeah. So so far Washington has not come up with a real ID compliant version. So until that happens, we can't get anything that is really real ID compliant. So I'm not sure. I know the nonprofit organization, for example, CAN, and other nonprofit organizations. They're good at it. They can work with the government here in the state of Washington and get this rolling. I see me. I'm moved to basically moved to Hawaii. So I went ahead and get me an ID in Hawaii, and yeah, I provided them with all the documentation, you know, my status and all that stuff. So of course your passport and your social security card and your I-94, and they also require that you provide, you know, proof of residency. And so yeah, so you have to prove that you actually live, you know, in the state that you're applying. So that's that. Now let's get back to the. Oops, my food is coming. So, oh wow, that was quick. Thank you. Oh wow. Okay, you guys gotta look at this, man. That's my soup. Um, some ribs, and you know. Thank you so much. Oh, that's a lot of food. Okay, so um, let's go back to the situation that we're in with all this stuff that's going around. There's really not much we can do, as I said earlier. We can just, you know, we can just control what we control, and that's making sure that we have our current passport, or our passports are current. Um, you have your I-94, and then um, um, you don't, you know, commit any crimes, and then you should be okay. As far as, you know, 401ks and you know, selling your house or buying a house or whatever, I'll be honest with you, it's very confusing. Um, I was going to sell my house and then have my kids, you know, help my kids with a down payment on their own house, but I don't know. I'm like in a holding pattern right now. I really don't know what's going to happen. I guess we just have to live our lives and you know, hope you know, things will get better, or at least hope that, you know, there's a stable government that will, you know, at least the things that they do will become consistent, or you know, so we can, you know, we can at least try to figure out, you know, what our next move is. But work hard, enjoy your work, school, finish up your education. I guess, you know, um, you know, try to make some money here and there. So that's the only thing we can do right now. All right, guys. So thank you again. Appreciate you guys watching my videos. Hoping that you can learn at least one thing from my videos, and I really appreciate your support. I will try to help out in any ways. Yeah. So yeah, let me show you my ID, so that way you guys can see the star. That's when you know your ID is it's a real ID compliant. See that star? Yeah, that's what's. If it's on your ID, then it's a real ID. For your license. Yeah. So, all right. So, if you're new to my channel, please subscribe and please like and, you know, share what's on your mind, whatever it is about the election in Chug, or about the election in Yap, or you know, about all these FSM people that are being rounded up. Not only FSM but COVA citizens. Yeah, the people that are being rounded up are people that have, you know, criminal records. So yeah, if you don't have no criminal records, then you shouldn't be nervous or anything. Just, you know, live your lives normally, and yeah, just be a good citizen. All right, thank you and mahalo, and live Kamarale, and eat Kamarale, and work Kamarale, and go fishing Kamarale. Alrighty, have a good one.